once again, it's a rematch of last week, the Thanksgiving matchup between Mr. John Rivera and Mr. Dylan Lemus. But before we get into our final topic, let's look at our final round rules. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a win-or-go-home situation, okay? The winner gets 10,000 points. It's the great equalizer of this great 8 o'clock spot tournament, 16 episodes in. The margins are very, very thin. The loser comes home with nothing. 0 points. You come up in second place in this contest. Let's move to last night's, I guess we could call that a football game, what happened last night in Minneapolis between the Vikings, the Bears. Chicago, despite not scoring an offensive touchdown this game, and despite 2 fourth-quarter turnovers from the guy you see right there on your screen, Justin Fields, they won this game 12-10 over the Vikings. My man Space Dobbs, Josh Dobbs, 4 interceptions on the day. Not great for him and not great for me as a Dobbs fan. But this isn't about Dobbs. This is about Justin Fields and what he's been able to produce this season for the Chicago Bears. They're sitting there at 4-8, but they hold Carolina's pick due to the Bryce Young trade. And right now the Panthers have the worst record in football, so the Bears could get the number 1 pick again. And there's this guy to USC, Caleb Williams, who might be available, other great quarterback prospects. So I'll start with our defending champion, John Rivera. If the Bears get the number 1 pick, or even if they don't, do you think they should take a quarterback in this upcoming draft or roll with Justin Fields for year 4?
I say personally, I will roll with Fields for another year. I mean, I don't see the Williams is nice. I give it to him, but is he like that pure number 1? This is solid number 1 pick. Maybe last year, if it had came out before, Young, if he was able to come out. But you got to see more tape on him. You got to see a little less more talent because you got to think USC get the top tier talent. You know what I mean? So he get to play with the top receivers and everything, and his numbers was good. This year, kind of faded away a little bit. So, me personally, if I'm Chicago, man, if I got the first pick, you got to think what they got last year for the first pick overall. Basically, this year's number 1 pick. So, if you can flip and bounce it again, get you the top offensive lineman, maybe get you the top receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr., depends how the dominoes fall. Quickly, the Chicago Bears can be almost like the Detroit Lions. They got the cap room to pick up any players they want to, basically. They freed up all that cap. They traded all their guys a couple years ago for this moment, actually. You know what I mean? So they'll actually have 2 top 4 picks, cap space, and they got talent over there. They got more, like you said, and they add some more pieces over there. I think this team will be solid, man, because, they beat a decent Minnesota team over there, and they beat in games. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
Justin Fields and Williams might be a little better, but it's not a big leap for me enough to, get Williams and get off of Fields. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're not going to be picking this high, hopefully, in a long time. And you can change it with a lineman and a receiver. You know what I mean? Quickly. And like I said, they got the number 1 salary cap, so they can build around it, man. Add another offensive lineman with Fields and go from there. And then if it doesn't work, guess what? The following year, they can pick up a free agent quarterback. You know what I mean? Sign him for big money or whatever. But the gap isn't far enough for me.
10 seconds, John.
Yeah, the gap isn't just far enough for me for that. Like I said, and all the other stuff I added on to that.
For sure. Yeah, and that the case for that would be the fact that Justin Fields, like he is no question the most difficult quarterback to kind of evaluate from that 2021 class. Like we know Trevor Lawrence is good, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones have been bust, and Trey Lance, who the heck knows? I mean, he's barely played. When you talk about a guy like Justin Fields, he's almost 20 games below 500 for his career record. But then again, Jimmy Garoppolo's career record is excellent. But compare the two guys' talent, Justin Fields certainly provides more upside in many, many ways. So you see the flashes there, and then you see some really ugly plays like last night. He's really difficult. Is it him? Is it the system there in Chicago? Is it a mix of the two? I guess the only time we'll see him, we'll see if the Bears roll with Mr. Fields. And then to you, Dylan, do you think the Bears should roll with Fields or draft a quarterback in 2024?
I'm actually going to side with John here. I do think that they should stay away from quarterback in this upcoming draft. Sure, Fields, he hasn't played to his full potential, but I do like his talent, and I really don't think the Bears are a good team overall, quite honestly. And I think the Fields is one of the few lone bright spots on that whole team. Like, that defense is atrocious, and you could definitely say that defense was a big cause of quite a few of their losses. And, obviously you can't rewrite the past, but I think the Bears have way more problems than just drafting another quarterback. If Justin Fields was on his contract year and you either had to re-sign him or go with a number 1 quarterback, that would be a different story. But since Fields is still on his rookie contract, why not just keep on playing him as long as he's cheap and kind of just kick the can down the road for at least one more year and see how it goes.
Yeah, it's interesting, and too, you talk about, the offensive line problems, and that's sort of the thing that I struggle with. I think a lot of people struggle with Fields is, yeah, the flashes are there, but then there's some deficiencies there. But is that some of Chicago? They did try to address the offensive line. They did draft Darnell Wright. They did get him a receiver in DJ Moore, who we saw in, weeks ago in that Washington game had a massive performance, and we saw last night made a huge catch on that pass from Fields. Cole Kmet had a solid night as well. So the weapons are there, but maybe not quite to the level that one might want. But listen, I actually disagree with both of you because I think Caleb Williams is a spectacular talent. But you guys have the exact same pick, so there's got to be a winner. So to dial up the victory music, here we go. The champion, the 8 o'clock spot this week, episode 16 is John Rivera, back-to-back weeks. Congratulations, John, defeating Dylan once again. Before I get to Dylan, your reaction, John, on a second straight championship on the 8 o'clock spot. Hasn't been done by many people thus far.
Oh man, I'm waiting for the three-peat, man. Michael Jordan's back-to-back, 3-peats. I need that, but it feels good, man. Definitely feels good.
Didn't mean to play that again. My bad. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. Hey, back-to-back. Hey, you got to play it back-to-back. Next time I win, I need you to pipe that Drake back-to-back. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Get that popping.
Back-to-back. Yes, sir. Congratulations, John Dylan. You fall for a second straight week into the same opponent. How you feeling?
It hurts even more the second time. I'm a little disappointed. I don't agree that Caleb Williams is really the head and shoulders top quarterback. I still think Bo Nix definitely has a shout. And while Caleb Williams is a mobile quarterback, you already have that in Justin Fields. So I don't get why you need another mobile quarterback when there's so many more problems. But that's just me.
That's fair.
I want y'all to win a couple more games because I don't want Bo Nix to be in my division, man. Bo Nix he's the truth. He's the truth.
He's solid. I like him. Let's get an impartial voice, though. AJ, your thoughts on my decision?
It was close, man. It's hard when people say the same answer just in the pick, I should say. But I think, hey, you should have done a coin flip.
Listen, the coin flip is for equal points. Listen, it's tough. Like, this was one of those 8 o'clock spot episodes. Like, we've had wire-to-wire wins. Guido's done it in the past. Barry Grant Jr.'s done it in the past. But this is one of those good old-fashioned, the score's low, too. So it's like an old-school defensive football battle. It's fitting. We got championship weekend in college football. NFL season's moving into December. So very, very fitting that the 8 o'clock spot score looks a little bit like it looks tonight. But, John, congratulations. Shout out to you as well, Dylan and AJ. That is it for this week's edition of the 8 o'clock spot. Be sure to check us out next Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the Grid Network's YouTube channel and on the Grid Network's Twitter. Be sure to follow and subscribe all of our Grid Network contributors and content creators. Also, be sure to go follow John Rivera at the Fan Perspective Podcast. Just celebrated your 4-year anniversary. Congratulations, John. Go follow. Go check out Dylan, his social media and where he's at. And shout out to the Cam Fan guys as well. A lot of great content over there on the Cowboys Cam Fan. So congratulations, everybody. Congratulations to you, John. We will see everybody next week. God bless you all. Peace out.